Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is General Hospital. But FYI, I'm having like a really good hair day today, actually. It's not bad. It looks pretty good. um, Today was a rough day at work. It was difficult because there's not anyone at work. Like the whole place is a ghost town. Both my building and the building next door, I mean, they're practically freaking empty. And of course, we work for casinos and the casinos aren't closed. So when there's issues, who do they call? The only people who are left, which would be me. Anyways, all right. So let's talk a little bit about. Oh, and FYI. Oh, well, I'll tell you more about that when I do Bold and the Beautiful. Okay, so General Hospital. Okay, so General Hospital this past week. All right, so again, we're still, you know, this was good because it was Christmas, right? And there were a few storylines that we saw bubbling to the surface that are pretty relatively new, right? One of them is Evil Ned. Apparently, Ned has turned into a real dick. So I don't know what that's about, but I guess we'll find out soon, or you know, I'm thinking that Ned will most likely be trying to do a hostile takeover of ELQ because he disagrees with Michael about something. Because so they had this I don't know, town hall. They had a town hall meeting. Yeah, it was a town hall meeting, and it was led by the mayor, who's played by the amazing Miss Sherry Belafonte. And we haven't seen her since Alexis won her breastfeeding in public trial. But she's back, and she was doing a town hall to talk about gentrification of the Charles Street area. Now, here's the thing about that. So, the guy that plays the new head of Aurora, right? The new CEO of Aurora. Or is he the new CEO? Did they hire him? I don't know, but he's in town, right? And he was there, and he looked all pissed off. So I'm assuming he might be behind the development. Oh. Julian came and Julian was actually on the side of everyone else because Julian is now a small business owner in the Charles Street area. And he does not want to see the area gentrified. Personally, here's the thing. I mean, it is difficult for the people that live there because it all depends on the laws that particular state has for renters, right? So if, for example, their state, they can't, evict someone unless they've got notice or whatever, or unless they've got cause, then it's not that big of a deal. But I think in New York you can, and in California as well, you can evict someone as long as you give them 30 days notice. So what I'm assuming they're afraid people will do is they'll buy the property, raise the rent some ungodly amount, and then when people can't afford it, they'll be priced out of their homes. And it'll be a bunch of foreign investment from around the world, buying property. Now, listen, if this was Glendale, California, I would agree with that, but this is Port Charles, New York, which is not even like one of the biggest cities in New York. So I don't necessarily see that as being a big haven for people from out of the country. And if they were to have like a large community from a specific country, my guess is it would probably be like a third world country, not a third world country, but like not one of the top countries like the UK or France or, Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure that it'll probably be, some, I don't know. The gentrification thing seems a little bit ridiculous to me. I'm not gonna lie, it does seem a little crazy. And but it gave Laura a nice little speech. So Laura got up and she was, she basically won everyone over from the people that were sort of on the fence were then against gentrification. So I think that Laura basically won, but we still don't know what's going on with that guy. I don't know what that guy's name is. He's played by Carly's real life boyfriend, Wesley. No, it's not Wesley Woods. He's a porn star. Wesley Adams? No, I don't know. He's new. I'll know who he is soon enough. I promise. Okay, so another storyline, so Nell said she was pregnant last week, and Michael has told her, "I will support you, and I'll make sure the baby has everything, but you have to get a job because you are not going to live off of me." And of course she's not having that. So she was on her way to a job appointment and then she passed out on his doorstep. I mean, like, she is so ridiculous. I mean, it's like, even if you look at classic bad girls like Ava, like even Cassandra, the new Cassandra, she's got some redeeming qualities to her. There are these, but Ava is the perfect example. I mean, she's a bad girl, but she's also got good qualities too. I mean, Ava rescued Jason. Cassandra was really nice to Charlotte. So it's not like, these ladies, they've got some sort of redeeming quality that makes people, it doesn't necessarily make them root for them, but it doesn't make people want her off the show. Nell has not had any of those qualities. So, and it's like the writers are saying, we want to make Nell as hated as possible. Well, they're doing a good job because I cannot stand her. And I'm nothing against the actress. I love me some Chloe Lanier. I think she's fantastic. But I just think the material she's given, no one cares about Nell. No one cares. She's pregnant, big whoop. No one cares. Right? Sorry, just saying. The big story, the big one still is, Drew and Jason and their whole figuring out what happened to them. So, at the end of last week, we found out that, Anna had the flash drive with Drew's memories in a disco ball Christmas ornament. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a little hokey too. That was a little bit. It just so happens that the week of Christmas, they say, "Oh, I put it in a Christmas ornament." Really? 5 years ago? I mean, a Christmas ornament? Okay. But it was still a good, decent story because they never ended up getting it. But they're kind of getting closer and closer to figuring out who it is. Now, remember Britt, who is Faison's daughter? She came back. Well, she didn't come back. She came back to the show, but she was in her apartment, and Faison had just left. And then Nathan and... Was it Nathan? No, was it Nathan? Was it Dante? I think it was Dante. Was it Dante and someone? Maybe Anna and Dante? I don't even remember anymore. But someone came in and she turned herself in and she gave them as much information as she had, but she didn't have a whole lot. And she said, "I'm sorry, but this is all I know." So she told them. Okay, I'm okay with that. That's fine. And I like her. You know what I'm saying? She's another bad girl with redeeming qualities. So I don't care. And her mother is Liesl Obrecht is perfect because she is another bad girl with the redeeming qualities, and she is a bad girl, right? So she was talking about how she doesn't want, Britt to go to the cops with all this stuff about Faison because then she'll be on Faison's, list, and she would give up her own life for him, and he is crazy. Like, now to hear Liesl Obrecht calling someone else crazy, that's a big deal. It's like, ooh, okay. And then the whole thing, you know, Nathan is not sure that Victor Cassadine really is his father. So, you know, he hasn't decided. I mean, like, that's what who Liesel told him it was, but he's still not 100% sure of that. So I'm sure that with Maxie's pregnancy, we'll see what's going on with all of them. But that's really what, and then, you know, and then Evil Ned is pissed off at Kim Nero because, you know, she's ingratiating herself into the Quartermain life, and Oscar now is entitled to shares of ELQ because he's Drew's child, you know, and they were already divvying up their shares because Drew is another, you know, Drew and Jason are now two different people, and now Drew's got a kid. Okay, I get it, you know, but Olivia was pissed off at him. She's like, you know what, if you're pissed off at him, you know, how can you say he's not a real Quartermain when neither is Leo? And that right there kind of tells me that this is a little bit out of character for Ned. A little bit. Because Ned isn't like that normally. You know, the last time Ned went psycho like this, which isn't really psycho, but the last time he had a split personality named Eddie Main, who was a really good guy. So, I don't know, maybe we'll see Eddie Main come back. That would be good if Ned's going to be kind of a jerk. But, I mean, Eddie Main was more of a match for Olivia than Ned is. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag GH Talk General Hospital, or you can also hashtag RHOA, or Real Housewife Shit, to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. Alrighty, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.